Have you ever injured yourself during a rehearsal? Have you ever forgotten your headshot and resume when you went to an audition? Have you ever popped a button on your pants and not had a way to fix it? Then you need to have an acting toolkit in your arsenal, and I'm going to tell you how to make one and what to put in it. After the bump! Hello, you cutie pies out there. I'm Doug Fahl. Welcome to Augmented Actor, where we help you augment your acting career with tips, tactics, and tech. So today I'm going to show you how to make an acting toolkit. Now, what is an acting toolkit? Well, it's just a bag full of crap that you need to bring with you anywhere you go, whether it's an audition, a rehearsal, a show, or on set. It's a way as an actor to be prepared, just like the Boy Scouts, remember? Always be prepared. Now, I pack a lot of stuff in my actor toolkit, and today I'm going to give you 15 of the most essential items you should pack in your toolkit. And if you're a dancer, stick around till the end of the video where I give you 5 more additional items you want to pack in your toolkit. Now let's look at what an actor toolkit looks like. Most of the items you can fit into a little over-the-shoulder carrying case like this. Because we're actors, we sometimes have to carry a little bit bulkier items, so I recommend a over-the-shoulder backpack like this. And if you are a dancer, you might want to carry one of these wheelie suitcase things with a retractable handle and wheels on the bottom. This is great, especially if you have to do a lot of commuting or walking, or you're carrying a lot more stuff like a dancer might. Now also, when you're packing a big bag like this, you want to consider security. So if there's a locker available, you want to bring a little lock with you so that you can lock your stuff up, or at least put a lock on your bag so that people don't rifle through your crap while you're in the audition room. So you got a bag you like. Now let's see what we can put inside of it. Item number 1, a headshot and a resume. You want 2 copies of your headshot and 2 copies of your resume on you at all times, especially if you're going to an audition. If you have multiple headshots or comp cards or multiple resumes, bring copies of each of those. You can put them in a little plastic sleeve like this, stick it in a binder along with your other paper materials, and then they'll be protected from all your other junk. If you drive a car, always leave a couple headshots and resumes in the trunk of your car. That way you always have access to them. Otherwise, carry them with you in your binder book. Also, a couple other things you might want to include with your headshots and resumes are business cards and flyers for any upcoming productions. I can't tell you how many times I've told somebody at an audition about what I'm currently doing, but not had a flyer to give them. So bring those along with you too. Item number 2, your book. All actors should have a book, a binder book like this. If you're a musical theater actor, you're going to have a bunch of different sheet music selections that you can sing from on the fly anytime you go to a musical theater audition. Now, if you are an actor, you might have a book of monologues. This could be carried on your phone or iPad or something like that. You don't necessarily have to have a binder, but a binder is useful to have your monologues because then you can pull them out and have the paper copy with you if you need to refer to them. You can also put your script in a binder like this, and you can put your headshots and resumes as I showed you earlier. It's very helpful. Always have this binder with you. Item number 3, you want to pack a mini first aid kit. First thing you want to put in there is a couple Band-Aids for cuts, bruises, and scrapes. You might want to have some pain relievers. So over-the-counter aspirin, ibuprofen, or Tylenol, a few tablets in a little mini bottle like this will be a lifesaver. If you're like me, you sometimes have issues with acid reflux, and you don't want to be singing or dancing or acting when you've got GERD coming up your throat. So bring some acid reducers, some Tums, Zantac, Prilosec, and whatever you use to help reduce that, because nerves can kick in, and if you eat a taco before rehearsal, oh boy. That said, you also might want to pack a couple tabs of anti-diarrheal or Pepto-Bismol in case you get the poopies. Sometimes you get the poopies. Finally, inside your first aid kit, you want some vitamin C or emergency in case people have colds and you want to avoid getting sick. Item number 4, you want a recording device of some kind. Now, most of us have a cell phone, and that could be your recording device. Now, if you don't have a smartphone, you can buy a little mini recording device. Recording devices are good to have in rehearsals because you can tape your music if you're learning music and rehearse it later. It can help you with memorizing your lines, so you want to record your lines on them and listen to them in your spare time. And if you're a dancer, you can record the music and even the choreographer yelling out the steps so that you can rehearse it in another room or later on for the next audition. But along with your recording device, remember to bring some earbuds so you can listen to your recording device without bugging everybody else in the room. And also remember a charger, because long days, you're gonna need it, and who wants to borrow somebody else's stinky old charger? Now, I usually put my charging devices and headphones into a little container. This is an sunglass container that I got for free at the hospital. You can stick your stuff in here and just throw it in your bag. Item number 5, writing utensils. In rehearsal, you always want a pencil with an eraser so that you can mark your script up and then erase it if you need to. You need a pen so you can sign contracts and fill out forms at auditions. And you might want a highlighter so you can highlight your script. You also want to bring a little mini pencil sharpener so that you always have a sharp pencil, or bring backup pencils in case. Item number 6, you want a change of clothes. And in particular, you want to bring a spare t-shirt and a spare pair of underwear. Sometimes you're at an all-day rehearsal or an all-day audition and you have to do a lot of movement. Now, even if you're not a dancer, you may have to do a lot of physical activity in whatever show you're doing. So if you tend to get sweaty and dirty and stinky like me, you want to make sure you have a backup shirt with you so that you can change into something fresh after the dance call or after the movement area of the audition. I know this is a little sensitive subject, but you should bring a pair of backup underwear, because have you ever sharded yourself a little bit? This is not something that happens all the time, but if you have Chipotle for dinner, you might need an extra pair of underwear. Item number 7, you want a little kit of fasteners. Now, about 90% of the time I am at rehearsals or auditions, somebody needs one of these kind of fasteners. And if you have one available, you're gonna be the lifesaver for somebody else, and you might even save your own life. So the first thing you want is a few safety pins. If somebody rips a piece of clothing or pops a button, this can help keep their pants up. You want some reinforcers, so this is really great if you rip a page out of your script and you need to put it back in. You want a mini stapler with staples inside of it. This is great for stapling your headshots and resumes together, or your sides if you need to staple them. A binder clip or two. This can help keep your pants up, fix broken suspenders, all kinds of stuff you can use this binder clip for. And rubber bands. Sometimes people need to tie their hair back or something like that, and if you have a couple rubber bands on you, you're gonna be a lifesaver. Number 8, your scripts and your sides. Always carry your script with you, even if you're in production. You never know when you need to refer to your script, or when you just go up on what scene's next and you want to look. And sometimes you just want to reference it, refresh your memory, go over your lines. And also, if you're auditioning, you want to make sure you bring the sides. Now, you can copy your scripts and put them in a binder so that you can mark them up. You can put your sides on your cell phone or your iPad if you like to do things electronically. Make sure that you include the script in your actor toolkit. Number 9, a hand towel. Like I said before, I sweat a lot. So I always pack a hand towel so that I can wipe down the sweat in between movement calls and singing and acting calls, just to freshen up in rehearsal. It's always helpful to have your own hand towel and just have a fresh one thrown in there, because you never know when it'll come in handy. And it can also be used to clean up spills. Item number 10, fresheners. You want to bring things like a toothbrush and some toothpaste. Deodorant is always a good thing to have on hand. Floss, gum, mints, anything like that can help you freshen up your breath, your appearance, your smell, all that stuff. Very good to have on hand. You don't want to forget these items. Number 11, eyewear. Now, not everybody wears glasses, but if you do, make sure you bring them, because it's no fun reading scripts without your glasses. And if you wear contacts, make sure you bring your contacts and bring a little vial of contact solution along with you. Buy a cheapy pair of reading glasses. It's always great to have a pair of reading glasses around if you need to read a contract or look at your script during a rehearsal or audition. Item number 12, you want a little mini bottle of hand sanitizer. In this business, we meet a lot of people, and a lot of people are sick or carrying diseases in their wormy little grubby selves, and hand contact is a necessary part of this business. We shake hands, we give hugs, we have to touch each other in rehearsals and performances. So always have a bottle of, alcohol rub hand sanitizer to just freshen up. Item number 13, you want to bring a water bottle and a little emergency snack like an energy bar or some crackers or something. Sometimes we have long rehearsals or long auditions or long days of tech, and we don't get access to enough water or food. So having your own water bottle is pretty much essential. You want to fill it up before you leave, and then you want to continue filling it up throughout the day. You also want to have like a little emergency snack for when you might feel a little bit of low blood sugar or your energy's dropping. It's a good way to have a pick-me-up when you can't leave the building. Item number 14, you want hair products like gel, pomade, a little mini bottle of hairspray. You want a comb or a brush or whatever you need to fix your hair. Gentlemen, you should always carry a disposable razor and maybe a little bit of shaving cream. These things are great if you're on set. You need to quickly spruce up your beard or your mustache, or you want to change your hairstyle, or maybe you've had a big dance call and you're all sweaty and you want to spruce up and look good for your singing call. Always have a little bit of hair product with you, and that will be a lifesaver. Item number 15, I always carry a little roll of $1 bills, maybe $20 worth of ones, and about $2 or $3 worth of quarters. You never know when somebody will need a quarter for something, public transportation, maybe the vending machine in the building in order to get a snack or something, or maybe people are taking up a birthday collection and buying a gift for somebody, and you have a few bucks you can throw in. I can't tell you how many times I've needed money for something and I haven't had it with me. So it's important to just have a little reserve in your acting kit so that it's always there when you need it. So those are 15 items and types of items that I pack in my actor's toolkit. Now, if you're a dancer or mover or an actor that's going to be very physical throughout the day, there's a few more items you want to pack in your toolkit. Number 1, especially if you're a guy, bring knee pads. You may have to do moves where you're down on the ground on your knees, and you want to have protection at all times, especially if the theater can't provide knee pads for you. Number 2, you're going to want a full change of clothes, because when you're dancing, you're going to get dirty. You're going to want pants, shoes, socks, underwear, a shirt, and a full towel. Bring that in your arsenal and you'll be completely prepared for whatever comes your way. Number 3, you want to bring your dance shoes. Most dancers can get away with just some character shoes or tennis shoes. Don't forget your tap shoes, your ballet shoes, your pointe shoes, your character shoes, your heels, and if you're going to a formal opening night party later on, you might want to bring your dress shoes as well. Number 4, you want to bring a hat or a hair tie if you have hair. Now, I don't know how many times I've been to a dance call where I have been splattering sweat with every pirouette. Wearing a baseball cap or a hair tie or a headband really helps keep your junk on you and not on everybody else. So bring a hat or a hair tie. Number 5, you want to consider adding an ace bandage to your first aid kit. You never know if you might or somebody else might roll their ankle or twist their wrist, and having an ace bandage will really help protect you for the rest of the day. It can help reduce swelling and all those kind of things. So that's it. Those are my 15 or 20 essential items to pack in your acting toolkit. Now, you might not always need all of these items. Sometimes if you just have a simple audition, you might just need your headshots and your resumes and your sides. But if you're going to be gone all day at an all-day audition or a rehearsal or performances or on set, it is great to have a go-to bag that has all the stuff you need and could possibly need throughout the day. I really appreciate you guys coming and listening to me babble about this kind of stuff. So if you enjoy what you're seeing here today, please like and subscribe to my channel, and also leave a comment below. Tell me what I missed. What do you put in your acting kit that I forgot to list in my acting kit? Or also just tell me about some experiences where these kind of things might have come in useful and you didn't have them. I want to hear from you, so please comment below. And as always, I'm Doug Fahl, and we'll see you next time.